Today, the editors have compiled a list of homes ranging from extremely cheap to extremely expensive. So we're gonna take a look. You're gonna have to tell me how a $1 home is not an amazing deal and why I wouldn't buy a home for $1. Something is wrong here. Look, I get it, it's a fixer-upper, but all the equipment inside of the home is worth a lot more than $1. I feel lied to right now. I would buy this for $1, like, without second thought.
How old is the toilet?
Just the novelty factor of having a 200-year-old pit as a toilet is worth way more than $1.
They used to make homes a little bit small.
It's perfect. It's for people that are my height. This house was made for me, apparently, and you're gonna give it to me for $1? What are the property taxes, like $1 million a year, and that's why you're having a hard time getting rid of it? What's the catch here? I get to live in Italy too.
Take a look.
Italy seems cool. It's got a dope view. $1? Seller, if you're really trying to get a dollar, I'm your buyer. Apparently I'm the only person in the world who's willing to do it. I don't buy it. I mean, I would buy it, but $7,000 for the next one in not applicable. I mean, they do say location, location, location when it comes to real estate, so I feel like it's applicable. Okay, I get it. Also, $7,000, it's gonna, ooh. Oh no, is it gonna be a hoarding problem?
And that's unfortunate. I usually like to find some goodies. Hey, but there is a queen size mattress.
I feel like I've seen worse though in hoarding TV show clips and whatnot. It could be worse. The land's gotta be worth more than $7,000. I mean, real estate is crazy these days, right?
This is a second bedroom.
Like, you're gonna be spending probably more than $7,000 on the cleanup and then way more than that on the fixing. Again, seems like a bargain. Not as good of a bargain as the $1. The $1, all you had to worry about was a bunch of rocks on the ground, dude. I'll take cleaning up rocks over cleaning up all that stuff, but still, so far, real great deals. I don't know what $50,000 SpaceX means though. I feel like anything SpaceX is gonna be like pretty expensive, like hundreds of millions to make a rocket ship. But anyway.
You might be surprised to learn that Elon Musk's house in Starbase, Texas isn't a sprawling mansion.
Oh, it's like the portable house thing. I've seen some like mixed articles on whether or not he actually lives in one of these, because it's said like he doesn't actually live in one of these, even though he might like own one. That's like the home that he owns, but he doesn't actually live there. I have no idea, but tiny homes are like pretty popular and stuff. Wait, does it just actually like pop up out of the truck like that? Because that's actually worth the price of admission. If you like pull a lever and the house just is like one of those old pop-up puzzle books, that'd be kind of dope.
Compact, the bathroom has
That's a nice, well-designed bathroom. I like the kind of like backlit illuminated mirror. It looks really fancy. The counter seems like a little bit obstructive to the shower, but you know, you got enough space to enter there. Not too bad.
Space is all open. A tiny house, only worth $50,000.
You know, the one problem here though, is I'm assuming the $50,000 is the cost for the structure, but you gotta put it somewhere, so you're either gonna be renting a space or you have to buy the land. So all costs, it's like $50,000, but land not included. 100,000, I'm about to like cry at this probably, because I'm gonna see what $100,000 gets you in Texas, and I'm gonna be like, it's probably bigger than my house. I mean, it's got like a nice brick facade right there. Dallas, to be fair, I think is a lot more expensive than many other places in Texas. Austin's probably like slightly higher than Dallas. I know Dallas does have some really like super fancy areas like Preston Hollow that are really exorbitantly expensive. But anyway, I still think you probably get more for $100,000 than you do in LA. In LA, I'm pretty sure you could get a messed up, like burned down home, and they would be asking like $500,000 for it. All right, $280,000. It's gonna start looking real nice. Oh no, this is not $280,000. You've got to be kidding me. This is brand new construction, like pretty nice, contemporary. 280. That what the frick, dude? For anyone who lives in places that are not LA, New York, San Francisco, you're gonna be like, yeah, this is $280,000. Like, yeah, that's pretty standard. And I'm like, no, it is not. You do not get this here for $280,000. But I'm assuming we're probably gonna end up in some of the, I'm assuming there's gonna be some LA homes that show up here. Okay, 500, see, we're going to Austin, which I know has like flown up in value over the last couple of years. This house, formerly $250,000 a couple of years ago. What the? No, in Austin, this 500,000? Is it really? What? That's a sick, is that a 4-car garage? You had a 4-car garage with the, this is not 500,000. I refuse to believe this is $500,000 in Austin. There's no shot. Maybe this was $500,000 in Austin like 5 years ago. This is not currently $500,000 in Austin. No shot. This is nice, bro. I'd live here and save all my money. God dang it, retire. Maybe I should have, but that was probably several years ago, to be fair. $2 million in Houston, Texas. Oh my God, it's nice. Wow. So much more than you get here. This is like, okay, just based on this front, this in LA, assuming it's in like a nice neighborhood, this could be $10 million. Easy. Yeah, that's really nice. You get the double high, like kitchen and living room, bro. Oh man, I don't know what the square footage here, but it looks pretty. Honestly though, the backyard in the 500K place looked nicer. I don't know, it was just a little more custom, a little more, it had some more soul to it. This seems a little bit emptier. Okay, now we're starting. Here's what's gonna be really funny. This is probably gonna not be as nice looking as the one that we just saw. Maybe even the $500,000 Austin home. $5 million in Bel Air. Doesn't get you much, but let's see. Oh, actually, I know what this house is. Yeah, I've seen the listing. Okay, if we start seeing some LA houses here, I'm gonna end up being like, oh, I've seen the listing for these. But it's a nice house. It's a nice house. But you definitely, it's not as big a space as you get in the others, but it's well finished. That's the one thing about like LA homes that I notice versus many others, or like New York too, is like, it seems that the interiors, you get a lot of really nice interiors. It seems like in a lot of other homes that I see in other places, like it'll be like the exterior might be really nice, really big land, big house, but the interiors are just not quite as nice as a lot of the homes I see around here, but they're also way exorbitantly expensive. So maybe you're just paying for the interiors. It's nice. So this home is on a pretty busy road. Like it's through the gate, but it's a really, really busy street. And I don't think I'd really want to live on that street. Like it's a kind of a thoroughfare that gets people from one side of the mountains to the other side, like from LA Basin to the valley. So it would just like, you'd hear loud cars going by, trying to exit your house and turning left would just be like kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, really nice. Nice place. Okay, $10 million in an undisclosed California location. Oh yeah, dude, let's go. We got the AMG GT pulling up to the undisclosed California location, which looks pretty cool. This would be more than $10 million if it was in LA. Like I'm telling you already, like that's an entry right there, bro. That's a courtyard. You just have your cars on display. Oh, I've seen this dude's videos. He gets to go to some cool houses.
Dining table set up right in the center between the kitchen and the family room area. Can we show the
Bro,
scale of this fireplace?
that is a big fireplace. I've thought about like, I've wanted to try to like do videos of going to cool houses because I think it'd be cool just to like see the cool houses and then make a cool video. But he's already kind of got it on lock. I don't know. I made a couple of them on that with Josh Altman. Invited me to do like a couple homes and stuff, so I did a couple of those videos that were fun. It'd be cool to do more, but my man's kind of got the genre on lock.
Kind of like a second floor landing here, pool table, another hangout area.
I'm not as big a fan of the interior look here. I prefer the previous one, but that is God, you get so many places to put the cars. Oh man, that is a ceiling height, bro.
We have 20-foot high ceilings. We have 6.
Oh my God, you can put the lifts in the garage. The garage is so tall and the doors already are high lift, so you don't have to do a high lift conversion on the doors.
Garages that open up from
God.
We have
Oh
another
my.
2-car garage underneath.
Oh, it's so big. Oh my God.
20-foot high ceilings, epoxy floors, multiple accesses, and I mean, we got more cars here.
I love it. It's so good. This is the house. It's the house, dude. I just don't know what undisclosed location this is, but look at the garage. You can get houses for $45 million in LA that have 2-car garages. I kid you not. Garages are such an afterthought in homes in LA, usually. There are exceptions, but like, all right, $45 million in LA. Oh, I know this house. I've seen the listing for this house too. This is a pretty cool looking house from the listing, and it's in Brentwood, I think. It's very nice. Oh, hey, it's Josh Altman. Oh, okay, so they got a cool setup in here with the, yeah. See, some houses, they do it right with the cars. It's just that a lot, they don't. Like, they might just do the 2-car garage, but this is, yeah, my man doing it right. That is a dope basketball court, man. Like, that's a lot of space, and it's suspended on top of the caissons. And you get good view, like pretty decent view. 300 million, this is, yep, it's the one. It is. Yeah, here we go. This is the one, but look, like this.
This is the biggest and most expensive
This is
home in
gnarly.
America. Typically, if I own the place, my thumbprint will get me in.
This place is actually gnarly,
This
but
door is
it's
so heavy, it actually takes a second to open.
It is at the center of the foyer is a sculpture that if I
I'm
knew how to
kind
turn
of
it on, it
sad
would
that we're
actually
not
spin.
getting the guy
So
who
you have
built it.
an-
It does have a sick garage. Like, it's a wild house, but it's like, it is too big. It's gigantic. Oh my God, dude. You could have like 100 people living in this thing and they never actually see each other. And there would be parking for all their cars.
Wow.
But that is it's a
50 cars.
Oh, man.
Look at the lining, look at the lacquer, look at the chairs, look at the bronze.
like you have a mall in your house. You have a commercial facility in your
you remember
house.
the water?
It's weird. It's weird to have 4 lanes. It's too much. God, I think like homes that are fancy are really cool, but like it's
insanity.
too much.
This is like 4 proper lanes.
Shoes and balls included. You have 105,000.
That's too much candy. You're never gonna eat it. I guess you have to bring people over to the nightclub so they can eat all the candy that's otherwise just gonna go stale and get gross over time.
Boom! This is the billionaire movie theater experience.
But can you
It's too big. It's like it's like going to an IMAX, but it's in your house. I would feel depressed sitting alone on one of those couches and watching a movie on my palatial IMAX
believe this is in a house?
at home.
3,500 square feet just for the movie theater. Here, let's see the club.
It has
The
a good view.
nightclub
It
slash
checks off
charity
the view
movie.
box.
No. This is insane.
But it's a
space.
freaking nightclub in your house. I don't know. It just feels weird, dude. If I was like offered this, if it was a situation where I was just offered it, but I couldn't sell it, even though it's like that big and that expensive, assuming it's like all property taxes paid for, I would not take this over like a much less expensive home. It's just like overwhelming. Anyway, it's pretty big. They were trying to get 500 million for it initially, and then it had loan problems and bankruptcy things and sold for 120 million. So it didn't go well. But that was that. Yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. I look at home listings a lot, so I feel invested in this, even though I'm not at all. But yep, okay, cool. That's it, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you later.